The universe holds a secret that transforms lives. It only asks for one thing to give you everything you desire. It's not money, tremendous effort, or perfection. It's something so simple, so deep, that most people ignore it: trust. But what does it really mean to trust? And why, despite its apparent simplicity, does this act have the power to open the doors to everything you've ever dreamed of? The answer doesn't lie in what you do, but in what you refuse to let go of. Doubts, fears, and that constant need for control are the true bricks of the walls that separate you from your deepest desires. And the irony is that these walls are not built by the universe, you build them. How far would you be willing to go to tear them down? Trusting in the invisible forces of creation is not a common act. It's a leap into the void, a declaration of courage that's not measured by physical strength, but by the bravery of your spirit. It's not easy to let go of the logic that controls our lives and allow intuition to take the reins. I know it can seem terrifying. We're conditioned to only believe in what we can see, touch, or explain. But let me tell you something: those who transcend this fear, those who dare to trust, discover something that changes everything. They discover a universe that responds with a perfect synchronicity, with an abundance so natural, it seems almost magical. I'm not talking about empty promises or idealistic fantasies, but about a universal law that has always been there, waiting for you to take that leap. And why does it sometimes seem so difficult to take it? Because trusting means giving up control, letting go of that need to cling to every detail, and accepting that there is something greater than you guiding the way. But here's what's important: true trust can only flourish in one place, and that place is the present moment. Without being here and now, trust is nothing more than an empty idea, a word that loses its meaning. The power of creation is not in the memories of the past, those that sometimes become chains feeding nostalgia or regret. You won't find it in the future either, that imagined scenario that's often filled with anxieties and assumptions. Creation occurs only in the now, in this instant where life truly takes shape. But how many of us are truly present? It's easy to get trapped in an endless cycle of thoughts, jumping between what was and what could be. These mental trips drain your energy, exhaust you, and most importantly, rob you of the opportunity to experience the fullness of life. Presence is not simply occupying a physical space, nor is it an abstract concept. It's a deep experience of connection, a state of full awareness where your mind, body, and emotions align with one purpose: to be truly here, in this moment. When you reach this state, something changes inside of you. Your energy, which was once divided between dragging memories and worries about the future, begins to focus. It's as if all your attention gathers in a single point, amplifying your clarity and focus. In this space of total presence, trust stops being a struggle. It becomes a natural flow, a force that emanates from within you effortlessly. Here, you don't need to force results or control the external, because you begin to understand that the flow of life always takes you toward what you truly need. Practicing this presence is not something you achieve immediately, and that's okay. It's a journey full of challenges, a continuous process of learning. Old mental patterns and external distractions will constantly call to you, trying to pull you away from this state. Sometimes, the noise of the world may seem overwhelming, but every time you choose to return to the now, even if only for a moment, you're reclaiming your power. Over time, this conscious effort becomes a habit. More than that, it transforms into an essential skill, a gateway to unlimited energy that can transform every aspect of your life. It's from this space where you can begin to redesign your reality, not from fear or anxiety, but from a place of trust and presence. However, there's a silent enemy that seeks to sabotage this trust: doubt. And its way of infiltrating your life is more subtle than you can imagine. doubt doesn't always shout or present itself as an obvious obstacle. Often, it sneaks into your thoughts like a whisper, a persistent feeling disguised as logic or caution. It's that voice that says, "What if this doesn't work?" or "What if you fail again?" That voice is familiar, right? But what few understand is that this doubt is not an absolute truth, but a survival mechanism trying to keep you in the known. It's a strategy of your mind to protect you from risk, from the unknown, from what you can't predict. But that apparent protection comes at a price. It limits you, it locks you in a space where there is no growth. The problem is that doubt doesn't understand that the unknown is not the enemy, it's where infinite potential lives. Growing, creating, transforming, all of that requires you to step out of the familiar, to dare to walk on grounds where there are no guarantees. And even though doubt whispers that staying in comfort is safe, in reality, the only certainty is that you'll never reach something extraordinary if you don't dare to move forward. The universe, on the other hand, operates with faith, not with fear. Trusting means taking a bold step into the unknown, even when discomfort is present. It's a conscious choice to prioritize possibility over certainty. Doubt, on the other hand, thrives in routine and in staying where you've always been. But trust demands something more, to accept the uncertain as a fertile field of opportunities. Every time you choose to trust instead of doubt, you strengthen your capacity for creation. You teach your mind and body to align with your dreams, not with your fears. Over time, doubt loses its grip, because your energy shifts from the what if, to creative action and transformation. Trust is not just an abstract concept, it's a skill that you cultivate. Every act of faith, big or small, becomes a training that strengthens this ability. But for trust to be authentic, it must be backed by an emotional state aligned with your intentions. Your emotions are direct reflections of your level of trust. If you operate from a place of guilt, fear, or anger, you send a contradictory message to the universe: "I don't believe this is possible for me." These emotions, though natural, are like anchors that keep you tied to the past and prevent you from moving toward a brighter future. To truly trust in the universe, you must learn to transform your emotions, not suppress them. The key is to observe each feeling and ask yourself, is this emotion aligned with the life I want to create? If the answer is no, then it's time to let it go. This doesn't mean ignoring it, but replacing it with emotions that reinforce your vision: gratitude, love, joy. These emotions not only elevate your vibration, but they also send a clear and powerful signal to the universe that you fully trust its process. Feeling gratitude before something manifests in your life is a brave declaration of trust. It's like telling the universe, "I trust you so much that I'm already celebrating, even before I see the results." Emotional alignment is not just a mere exercise in positive thinking. It is a transformative tool. When your mind and heart work together in harmony, the universe has no choice but to respond. This alignment not only accelerates the manifestation of your desires but also transforms your perception of life. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw only obstacles, and you start to attract people and situations that complement your vision. It is in this state of internal congruence where true magic happens. True trust in the universe is not about controlling the outcome, but surrendering to the process. This may seem contradictory in a society that values control and planning so much. From a young age, we are taught to micromanage every detail of our lives, to leave nothing to chance. But the more you try to control, the more resistance you create. This obsessive control comes from fear: fear of failing, fear of losing, fear of the unknown. However, letting go does not mean abandoning effort. Instead, it means freeing yourself from the need to dictate every step of the way and allowing life to unfold in sync with you. Imagine gripping a rope so tightly that your hands begin to bleed. Letting go of the rope is not an act of weakness, but of liberation. When you trust the process, you allow the universe to work in your favor, often in ways you could not have anticipated. This surrender is not passivity, it is an active act of faith, a declaration that you believe in something greater than yourself. By surrendering, you not only free yourself from the burden of control but also create the space for the universe to intervene and perform miracles. When you decide to trust in the universe, something magical happens. You begin to align with divine timing. This is not the time we mark with clocks and calendars, but a universal flow that operates with perfect precision. When you trust, things begin to unfold effortlessly, at the exact moment they need to happen. This is where synchronicities make their appearance. These signs, which may seem like coincidences to some, are actually clear messages that you are on the right path. An unexpected encounter, a fortuitous conversation, or even an idea that appears at just the right time are ways the universe guides you toward your desires. These synchronicities are not just confirmations, but also small sources of energy that reinforce your faith. Each one acts as a reminder that the universe is listening and working with you. Over time, you begin to look forward to these signs with enthusiasm, rather than doubt. Trust then becomes a source of joy, and every moment of synchronicity strengthens that cycle of faith and manifestation. It's as if the universe is telling you, keep going, you're on the right path. These signs are not an accident, but tangible evidence that your internal alignment is resonating with the creative forces of the universe. When you notice these signs, it's crucial that you recognize them. Don't dismiss them as mere coincidences or something trivial. By acknowledging them, you give them significance and allow them to strengthen your connection with the universe. This act of gratitude and attention not only deepens your trust but also opens the door to more signs and synchronicities. The universe speaks in whispers, but the more you practice listening, the clearer and louder those messages become. This constant communication is not only encouraging, it is transformative. It helps you stay focused on your path and move forward with renewed clarity. Trust is not just something you do, it is something you become. As you deepen your connection with the universe, your identity changes fundamentally. You no longer have to remind yourself to trust because trust becomes a natural part of who you are. This change has a profound impact on all areas of your life. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin to align effortlessly with the life you want to create. You stop feeling the need to chase your dreams desperately. Instead, you start to attract the opportunities, people, and circumstances that are aligned with you. Living as someone who trusts means that your inner state becomes your primary guide. You no longer depend on external validations to feel secure or hopeful. This state of inner trust creates a balance that cannot be disturbed by life's ups and downs. True freedom lies here, not in controlling all outcomes, but in knowing, deeply, that you are always supported by something much greater than you. This level of trust allows you to move through life with a peace and certainty that are not dependent on external factors. When trust becomes your second nature, the universe begins to reveal its magic in unimaginable ways. It is not just about manifesting your desires, it's about becoming the person capable of receiving and holding them. This is a paradigm shift. The universe does not respond to what you say you want, but to who you are. That's why the process of trusting not only transforms your external circumstances but also your inner self. It changes who you are on an energetic, emotional, and spiritual level, and that transformation opens the doors to a whole new level of experience. Every day, the universe presents you with a choice: trust or resist. It's not about reaching a state of perfection or being unbreakably positive. It's about taking a step, small or large, toward trust. With each act of faith, you open a door. With each thought and emotion aligned with your vision, you strengthen that bridge that connects your present to the future you wish to create. This is the true power of trust. It not only allows the universe to work with you, but it also transforms you into the conscious co-creator of your life. The final question is, are you ready to take that leap of faith? The moment you do, you'll realize that life is not something you must control or fight against. It's something you can create with every thought, feeling, and choice. When you truly trust, you allow the universe to unfold its magic in your life. And it is then, only then, that you discover that everything you've always desired is not only possible, but it's already on its way to you.